right on. I might as well just kind of start here. Okay, welcome to Late Lunch Podcast, Season 2, Episode 2. I'm Ben Lee, your host, and these are my guests.
Hey, I'm Katrina.
This is Steven.
I'm Calvin Sims.
And so this week, we're just going to start off with the lunch of the week. The lunch of the week is soup. It's just so easy to store, and you can buy it really cheap. Some days, if you get, you can buy pea soup for like $1.30, and that's like $1.30 meal.
I can testify that Ben, when didn't you buy 9 to 10?
I bought like 15 cans of soup one time.
Yeah.
Get a bit closer to the mic when
Filled
you're
a
talking.
full cupboard.
A little closer to the mic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're using pea soup?
Yeah, pea soup is like just like they sell really big cans of it. So
Yeah. Does it taste like pea? Because it sounds disgusting.
It's peas.
Yeah, I know. That sounds
Like
disgusting.
chickpeas, right?
Like chickpeas.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
No, it's
Why?
It's
I
cool.
feel like it's mushy. No?
Do you like the
That's
texture
not a
of
taste,
chickpeas?
that's the
Chickpeas
texture.
have like a
Yeah.
weird sandy. I like it. What soup do we have here, Ben?
Today I've got some Campbell's chunky soup.
Oh,
Chunky beef soup. And yeah, so just sitting on the table there for everyone to
Well,
smell.
it's sitting in a bowl.
It's because the fastest way to make soup is you microwave it, but then the bowl gets really hot, so you put
Right.
it in another bowl and then you're okay. It's kind of
Right.
like those things you get on coffee cups.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those Tim Hortons things. Anyway,
They
so
don't have them at Tim Hortons. Everywhere but Tim Hortons, they have those.
what? Oh shit, yeah.
You mean the sleeves?
Yeah.
Or the
sleeves,
trays?
The sleeves. I was thinking of Starbucks.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you
All
should
right.
patent that or
I'm
something.
glad we cleared that
Bowl
up.
on a bowl.
Yeah,
Patent.
it's a good idea.
Bowl sleeves.
Bowl sleeves.
Bowl sleeves for when you microwave stuff.
So perfect.
You know, it's not just for soup.
Yeah.
I've microwaved things lots of times, and there's always like the one hot spot. Get a
Yeah.
bowl sleeve.
I have also microwaved a lot of things, and I have that same problem.
How would you put it on though?
Yeah, I guess there needs to be a universal bowl.
Yeah, like to put the bowl, like to get the bowl in a bowl, usually I have to grab like an oven glove and then grab
Just
the
to
edge of
put
the
it in.
bowl.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get like the thumb in the soup, and it's like you gotta go wash that off of the
Here's a question.
glove.
If you put the soup in the bowl, put the bowl in the bowl, and microwave the whole unit, will the second bowl get hot?
I think so.
That's a good question.
We
But
should
there's
try
no
it.
soup touching that bowl.
Yeah, there's
Okay,
no
yeah,
heat
yeah.
sink, I guess, because ceramic shouldn't get hot by itself.
I'm going to hypothesize no.
All right, so I'll write that down, and then
We'll follow up.
we'll follow up
week.
next
Next
week.
week,
Yeah.
Okay.
Check out our Kickstarter for bowl sleeves.
Yeah. Got a lot of good ideas going. Anyway, so that's the lunch of the week. Soup of the day. No. Lunch of the week.
Lunch of the
Soup.
day, soup of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those. So buy soup. And yeah, and so that's the lunch of the week. Next up, shopping story. No, Super Bowl. Today's the Super Bowl.
yes.
Today is the Super
I
Bowl.
had no idea.
Yeah, so
Typical
we've
girl.
got
the Super Bowl of soup.
Super Bowl? Two bowls for the bowl. The theme of
the Super
today's
Bowl.
lunch is bowls.
and soup.
He tried so hard at that
Bowling for
joke.
soup.
Oh.
This is the third reference to bowls today. Okay, let's talk about it.
All right.
We have the Panthers
Okay.
and the Broncos.
Okay.
Now, I'm not a fan of horses, but I am a fan of Denver.
Okay.
So I'm going to cheer for the Broncos.
Okay.
Just based on that, who do you think's gonna win? We should have. We might as well have the late lunch podcast tradition of betting on sports games.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to know. Yeah, okay, let's do it.
I'll go with Denver. Sure.
Denver? You're calling Denver?
Sure.
Okay. Well, since everyone else is going Denver, I'll go with the other ones. What are they again?
The Panthers.
Yeah, those
I don't know
ones.
where they are from.
Sweet. I'll go with them. They sent me.
The Denver Panthers.
Cincinnati Panthers? Jesse, Panthers are from...
South Carolina.
All right.
You
let's
just
see
made that up.
Okay.
All right. So what we got again? We got the Panthers and the Broncos.
Yeah.
I like Broncos better. I like that name.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
and well, this also, for real life,
Yeah.
this might be Peyton Manning's last game ever.
Oh my gosh.
He's never won a Super Bowl. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea. That just makes for a better story.
Okay.
But he's like in his 40s, which is ancient
That's
for
super
an
old for
NFL
an athlete.
player.
Yeah. Aren't they usually in their 20s?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, or 30s.
Okay.
But like,
How do you last so long? He's that
Because he's a
good?
quarterback, so he doesn't get hits as often
Oh,
as
okay.
like a defensive linebacker who can only
See.
play like 4 seasons before he needs to like go to palliative care.
Wow, that's so sad.
Yeah. The life of a football player is not as glamorous as you might think.
Except for the millions and millions of dollars.
And all the hot chicks.
Yeah, but then you have to take into
Fans.
consideration their whole like rags to riches factor, and then they have all this money and they don't know what to do with it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
I've heard about
their
that.
career's over, and then they spend all their millions within 4 years, and then they're just back into the slums, with more brain injuries now.
Yeah. That's sad.
That is sad.
Okay.
We're talking about the Super Bowl. Anyway, we're having a Super Bowl party here today. The Late Lunch Podcast Super Bowl party.
Late lunch podcast Super Bowl Chinese New Year's Eve party. Birthday Eve.
Birthday. Whose
It's my
birthday?
birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Happy-
How old are you turning?
Thank you. 23 years old.
Nice.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that's all I got really on Super Bowl. Like I've been following anything too closely at all.
Yeah, I haven't heard. Oh, it's Super Bowl 50.
Yes.
Something to
Okay.
note is that they didn't go with the Roman numerals this time. They didn't go with
Okay.
Super Bowl L. They were with 50.
I know we were talking about it a couple of days ago. I didn't know L was like a Roman numeral. I know
Yeah.
X's, V's, and I's were in there,
too.
but
And there's M's and
C's,
C's.
yeah.
I've got them all written right here.
Oh, that's a good reminder.
You can't see that. Those listening at home.
yeah. So Stephen wanted to talk about shopping horror stories.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
let's do it.
So, I bought 3 Nintendo 64 games off Amazon. Super
ones?
Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, Super Mario.
64?
No, let me backtrack. Okay, it was
Okay, we're
Super Smash
backtracking.
Brothers,
Super Smash Bros.
Mario Party 3,
Okay.
and Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh.
Conquer Bad Fur Day is like renowned as an excellent game.
Yes.
It is a very good game.
So, yeah, I spent my Christmas money on it. Quite a bit of money, you know. So I ordered
Hold on,
that.
How much? How much do N64 cartridges go for these days?
Well, those ones are really popular.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I imagine
About-
Smash Bros can like
$60.
Smash Bros is
Yeah.
60 bucks? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you can get a Smash Bros that's unopened, it's like worth a fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conker, $100.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really popular.
Mario Tennis is like
Yeah,
super expensive.
$60,
too.
something like that. Yeah, it's a crazy time because everyone is going through that nostalgia trip. They all want to like
Yeah.
rebuy these N64 games they all threw away, and so it's just kind of like a big contest, I guess.
So why did you buy these as opposed to like just finding like a port or something like you know like
An emulator?
Yeah.
I never thought about that, but I don't know. I just like collecting like the
Yeah,
original.
okay,
Why
you know,
buy the
the-
book when you can just download the PDF?
No,
Yeah.
it's fair enough to have like to have the actual thing. You know,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So, yeah, spent quite a bit of money. It said it would. This was back in January, and then Amazon said, okay, you'll get it like February 1st at the latest. So,
Yeah. Okay.
So it's been a while. It's been about a month. Nothing's coming in. Check the mail. Nothing. So then I was just really mad. I got frustrated. So then I just like it's like February 1st or no February 3rd. So it's past like its due date. Everything okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Anyway. So Amazon's like, okay, rate your transaction. I'm like, well, I never got it, so I'm gonna give each of these items like a 1 star,
Yeah,
and then it
yeah.
shows up on the seller's account. So
Yeah.
I get an email back from this guy. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting.
Uh-oh.
So open it, and it says it's written like a 5-year-old. It's like a big, run-on sentence,
Yeah.
all lowercase,
Oh
no periods.
Okay.
So, and I quote, okay. Can you please take your neg feedback off? I got a phone call yesterday from Canada Post and your package were sent back, but I never got the slip in the mailbox to go get them. I have them here with me. Canada Post stamped them, can't deliver to the address. Wrong postal code. I looked your address up and was in fact wrong. I'm very sorry. I would like to send them back to your mandat. First, this with a few free gifts. It's my fault, really is. I don't need your 3 neg feedbacks. It put my account down to 50% when I was at 100% for the past 2 years. I'm very sad about this, really am.
And
Hold
so,
on. Sorry, go on.
So I reply back. I'm like, oh, okay, mistakes happen. If you need if you have like any questions regarding like my address and all that, like I'll help you out with there, and I'll take off the reviews and all that as soon as I get the items and all that.
Yeah.
So then I get an email back in the morning. Let me just pull it up here.
wait, let me stop you. He said something about gifts.
Yeah, you like. I guess he was gonna add like a few like add-on like items. I guess just like as an
All right,
apology and
okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm listening.
So I get the reply back. So I was like really nice and you know.
That sounds pretty nice.
Yeah. I get a response back this morning. I was at work. It's like, there's no way I'm going to ship the items back with not 1 but 3 neg feedback. It's still my loss. I will send the info on Amazon Monday for a full rebound of the of the games. Cheers. Sorry again about this. I'm like, what the hell?
Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Keep going.
All right. Checking the audio recorder. All right. So I'm like, what the hell? That's kind of stupid. So I replied back to him. And what did I say here?
Wait, so when he said rebound, he meant refund?
Like refund, yeah. Like he can't,
so you're not getting the games.
Yeah, he's like, you're not getting the games. You know, like you gave me like 3 negative, like, you know, reviews and all that. So there's no point or whatever.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, that makes no sense.
So if he's giving you your refund, that might be fair enough, right?
Yeah.
That'd be fair if he does that. Okay.
Sure, but like I want the games and all, and like
Yeah.
So then I
He did kind of waste your time.
And your money was like in
Tied
the air
up,
for
yeah.
a long time.
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, okay, so I reply back. I'm like really professional. I'm like, Mario. His name's Mario Luigi Can, like Canada. So
Okay.
I was like, Mario Luigi Can, your actions are completely unacceptable. I specifically chose your service and paid a substantial amount of money for the 3 items that was guaranteed by you as a seller. I understand that you made a mistake with the shipping. You know, mistakes happen, and I appreciate that you're willing to correct the error promptly and even go out of your way to add a free item to the order. However, what I didn't appreciate was you holding my items for ransom over negative reviews that I was more than willing to remove once I received the games. I think it was perfectly reasonable to remove my negative reviews once my products were collected. In fact, I was going to post a 5-star review when my items were received. Instead, you refused to send the products, thus justifying my negative feedbacks about not fulfilling your delivery duties. I, nor does any customer, appreciates having their time being wasted by your childish conduct.
Yeah.
As a seller, you should be willing to accept criticism and always satisfy the customer's needs. In fact, your account even states that... Let me go to the next picture. In fact, it states that you are, quote, committed to providing each customer with the highest standard of customer service. That's what it says on like his head.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, header or whatever. Unfortunately, you did not meet these standards. Please ensure that I receive the full amount of $248.84 back as soon as possible, or I'm going to be forced to file an A to Z claim against you. A to Z claim is like you just, you report the guy, you know, never got my items and all that, and then they like contact them and it's like, yeah, get the refund. That's pretty
Okay,
much what the
okay.
claim is.
Okay.
So then...
So does Amazon have your money?
I think
Or
the
does
guy
Mario
has it.
Luigi can have your
I
money?
think he
Wait,
has
how,
it.
did you pay through PayPal?
I know
Or-
it pays through Amazon.
Through
So maybe
Amazon.
I don't know.
And I think he does. It
Yeah,
would
he
be
has
through
it,
his
so-
like Amazon account or whatever.
So you know, very professional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
strongly worded, but
Yeah, strongly worded, but-
response.
Did you expect him to be able to read that? Like,
That's
I
what's
feel
funny.
like
I imagine like a 5-year-old just like reading it. Okay,
It
and then
sounds like he's like English second language or something.
possibly. What
Or,
is it?
or he was just like in a huge
he's
rush
actually
that
8-year-old.
whole time.
He's like actually an 8-year-old who was it Mario Luigi Canada?
Yeah.
Name?
I don't know. This raises a lot of questions,
Also,
man. Let's get some dirt on this.
One
kid.
more question. Okay, so he said his rating was originally 90 or 100%?
100, and then went down to 50.
Went down to 50 after 3 bad reviews.
Well,
Does
how
that
many
mean he had
reviews does
3
he
good
have?
reviews over 2 years?
Well, he has like it's good from the past like 3 months. It's all collected like the reviews he's recently
Yeah.
gotten. So I guess he was at 5 stars and then went back to like I don't know. Like,
Yeah, but like that would mean like he had like maybe like if 3 bad reviews can offset it by 50%,
Yeah.
he must have only like 3 good reviews, right?
Yeah, those 3 must have had a
maybe.
lot of weight.
Yeah. So then I get a response back from him. It's like, I woke up this morning because of your blank blank blank. Doesn't say the swear word. I lost my account. I lost my account. I can't believe. I'm very sad. I worked so hard to keep my account at 100% for the past year. Nothing I can do now. Thanks a lot. I'm like, okay, no way in hell you're gonna do this. I'm like, maybe he's gonna cancel his account so he can't like refund me. So then
Yeah.
I filed the claim, and then apparently he like replied back saying he refunded it. So I'm like freaked out. I'm wondering if like he actually like.
So you still haven't received the refund?
Well, the thing is, like, yeah, if he refunds it, it goes back into my credit card, but like it hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah,
like you have to wait
right.
like what, like a business day or two,
Yeah.
for it to
Oh,
show
man.
up. But yeah, it's like who knows?
That's hectic.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sucks. I didn't know that could happen on Amazon.
I know on Amazon.
Well, hey, it's not the end of the story yet, Steven. Anything
Yeah,
could happen.
to be continued.
Yeah.
Maybe Mario Luigi can is gonna give you a really good extra item. So you're not getting your games. You're just getting
No,
your money now.
he sent me 3 emails for each item saying, "Oh, refunded."
That's
But I thought he was
Wait,
gonna.
he just sent you emails saying he refunded?
Yeah,
No
because
like proof or anything? He's just like, oh hey, BT Dubs refunded.
I know. But apparently I went on Amazon and there's like a little like notification from Amazon saying, oh, it's been refunded and all that.
Okay.
So like, I don't know.
That's good.
It's still sketchy.
That's a little horrible.
Still
That's
sketchy.
frustrating.
Horror is a good word.
Yeah. No, that's no good.
So stay away from Mario Luigi can.
Yeah, will do.
No one buy from Mario
Nobody.
Luigi can.
Well, that's okay because you didn't get Mario Tennis anyway, so now you can get Mario Tennis.
I
with
really
your
wanted
refunded
those
money.
games, but whatever. I kind of need the money now because I just bought clothes.
Yeah.
I gotta pay off my credit
There you
card.
go.
So
Games
kinda,
are
in a way, it
clothes.
kind of worked out, but
Yeah.
I'm also still disappointed.
Yeah, I'm sure those games would have been fun to play during Christmas break.
Yes.
Yeah.
When-
Wait, so when did you order them again?
I would say like early January though.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
So not quite during Christmas.
That
All right.
sucks. Still.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Well, do you have any other N64 games you can play in
Yeah,
the
I've
loop?
probably about like 10, but
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so
but those are like the most popular ones.
yeah,
though.
that's Smash Bros is pretty much all you need.
They're good for like hangouts and all that.
Yeah.
I remember when Blockbuster was going out of business. They had this. They adopted this new policy where it was like, if you don't bring the movie back, we'll just assume you want to buy it.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
So we just rented a shitload of movies and then never gave them back. And then they were selling all the N64 games. This is what I was getting at.
Yeah.
And I got Ocarina of Time for $10.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
Wow.
But my mom was like, that is a fortune. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
buying you this. But I think it took like quite a few tears to convince her to go buy me Ocarina of Time. But I got it.
That's
Oh,
usually
wait.
like $30 to $50 now,
Yeah.
too, online now.
Yeah, I remember that policy rolling out.
No late fees.
Yeah, no more late fees.
Worst
It's like-
idea ever.
Yeah. Well, it was smart.
Then they went
because
out of business.
I think Blockbuster knew they were going down the tubes. Because,
Yeah.
like, my mom took all these movies and she was like, I'm not going to bring these back. Okay? And they're like, all right. Have a good one.
That's pretty honest.
Yeah, I remember. Man, it's like essentially a library model, right? Where it's
Yeah.
like they can't really do anything until you try and get something else out.
But don't
they're
they charge
gotta-
you?
Well, I don't think they had your credit card on file.
Yeah, I mean,
It was like the
They just call you like, hey, where's the movie?
early
theoretically, you could
mid-90s.
just, like, rent one movie and
Yeah.
then never come back.
yeah, essentially. It was just,
Make sure it's a good one.
but like yeah, because like if you don't come back, then you owe like $800 in like late fees.
Yeah. That should be.
That happened to my one friend. I can't remember.
Oh, really?
He had like a movie for like the longest time from Blockbuster, and he finally brought it back, and it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
He owed. It was like in the hundreds.
Yeah, at that point, it's like,
Yeah.
here's your movie or whatever. Did they hire like collections agencies or whatever to like break down your door?
Yeah, SWAT team.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Take your car out, like
You have Live Before Time 3. We want it back.
yeah. I think my only outstanding late fee is at the library in Ottawa because I
Uh-oh.
borrowed Marvel vs. Capcom from the library. I had borrowed a bunch of books because I liked reading. And they were all like 2 weeks, like 2 week rentals, which was great. This one was 3 days.
Oh,
So
no.
I gave it back in like a week and a half late, and I know I owed like $10 or $15. And I just I never went back. Never went back to the library.
Yeah. I've got a funny library story. So, rewind to like elementary school. My backyard backed onto this kid's backyard named William Wellington.
Uh-huh.
We were really good friends. But let's just forget about that for a moment. Fast forward to high school, and William Wellington approaches me in the hallway one morning. And he goes, "Hey, I think this belongs to you." And he hands me my library card. But I couldn't remember the last time I had a library card.
Yeah.
And so I read the back of it, and it's from so long ago that I spelled my first name wrong. And I was like, where the hell did you get this? And he's like, my dad found it on our driveway this morning.
What?
And he was like,
Driveway?
the weirdest part is my grandparents came over this morning and they were in the driveway. So I'm like, what the fuck were your grandparents doing with my like 8-year-old library card?
They'd been searching for you the entire time and just gave up
Yeah.
on his driveway. They're like, we can't find him.
Yeah, I must have left it there like a decade ago, and then
Wow.
he randomly found it in the driveway for some reason. Kind of spooky. But-
That's a spooky story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little spooky for you.
What does it mean? You know?
Tune in next week.
Tune in next week for a follow up on that.
I'm gonna do more research on where that thing came from.
1 sec. Okay, so what are we at? We're 20 minutes in. Plus, we had a bit of preamble, so we're 20 minutes in. Do you want to talk about that big story that happened over the last couple months for you, Steven?
Oh, the murder trial I was in?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, let's hear about that.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. I was in a murder trial. I was
Okay.
part of the jury, yeah. So apparently there was a guy who got shot in the head on the streets, and
Whoa.
Whoa, can you tell us this?
I have more
yeah,
questions.
it was
for
in the
you.
Spectator and all that. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to incriminate myself.
Okay.
This was Hamilton. This happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
two brothers shot a friend of theirs in the head. 'cause-
Allegedly, at this point.
Yes, allegedly at this
Well,
point.
Hasn't the trial already happened?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't want to get to the verdict
Oh,
right
right.
at the beginning.
So, right.
So anyway,
Episode 1.
this guy that got shot demanded like money from one of the brothers and all that, and they didn't want to pay it.
Can we just go A, B, C? There's 3 people involved, right?
Yes, true.
So brothers are...
Larry and Curly. Mo got shot.
Okay. Sure. Larry and Curly are the brothers. And Mo is the
I'll
guy
try to
who got
remember
shot.
this.
Okay. Is the
So
victim.
Larry and Curly. Okay, Larry was. Okay, wait. Larry, Curly, and who was the other one?
Mo.
Mo.
Okay, so Mo demanded from Curly,
Money.
"You owe me $9,000 because you insulted me." And then
Okay.
Curly's
That's fairly standard.
Yeah.
"Yeah,
That's my rate for an insult. Yeah.
pretty much."
I would owe you so
Send him
much.
an
then.
invoice.
Curly says
What
no.
does that mean?
Curly says no. So then Mo kidnaps his brother
Larry.
Larry,
Okay.
Is
and
Larry younger than Curly?
Also standard procedure.
I think he was younger. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but Larry gets away. So he's running, calls up his brother, and he says like, "Yo, I almost got kidnapped. We need to like find this guy because he also took my truck that he tried to kidnap me in." So then they go to his house, and sure enough, was it Mo?
Mo.
Yeah, Mo. Mo is walking his dog, and they're like, "Hey, like, what the heck? What was up with that?" And he's like, "Yeah, like your brother got away, but you and your family won't be so lucky." And then Larry pulled out a shotgun and shot him in the head.
Oh my god.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Might happen.
I'm sure that's how casual the conversation went down to. The guy's walking his dog like, "Hey, you just kidnapped my brother and stole his truck." It's like,
What's up, man?
yeah, man, but he got away. But
your family.
But your mom's
Your
not
family.
going to.
So yeah,
We
that
need
happens.
animation.
So yeah, and then I get the notice like, "Yeah, come down for jury duty." It's like, "Oh man,
What does
crazy.
that notice look like?
It doesn't have like your name on it. You're just like a number. That's how they keep you. That's to
Hey
keep
there,
you.
number 12.
Yeah, like number 12.
What was your number?
It was like 7,000, like something.
Okay.
But yeah, they're like, "Yeah, come down." So come
down
down to the courthouse.
Come
So-
down.
Come on down.
Like right away or like what?
No, it was like a few weeks from, or maybe like a month prior. Or yeah,
Well, it's in the
Okay.
mail, right? So
yeah, it was in the mail. So
wouldn't
it's like
be immediate. It'd be
come
like,
by to the courthouse like a month later. So then
We're waiting for you.
we're waiting for you,
Come on down
Mr.
right
7000.
Okay.
So then there's probably about like 100 people in the room.
Yeah.
And then they do attendance. Okay, Mr.
Jurors?
It's probably like potential jurors. So,
Oh.
and then there's like another 100 in another room. This is a big case,
Okay.
especially like for Hamilton. So,
Right.
so yeah, they do the attendance. They call like by the numbers and all that, and then you wait about like half an hour, and then they took the other guys, like the other area, they're the other group B. They took them into the courthouse for selection, and then they called us, Group A, in, and then we all got in. And then they just literally, it's like a lottery. They just like pull out like, you know, like paper or whatever, and they call your number. You go up, and there's like a line of like 10 potential candidates and all that.
Yeah.
And then what happens is you look at the judge, state your occupation,
Yep.
and then the lawyers ask you to look at the accused. So you have this awkward stand down with the two alleged killers.
Oh, with
Yeah.
Larry and Curly, you saw them?
So they give you like the death stare, and then like each of the lawyers, prosecutors, and the defense look at you, and then they say content or they just deny you. So eventually,
Really? Wait. Are you serious? So it's just a big stare down? So like you
Yeah,
just
it's
take
literally-
turns staring at everybody, and then the judge just goes, "Yeah, you're fine," like the magic hat in Harry Potter.
I think they look at your body language. I think if like I don't know if you're giving them like a "hey, you're an
If you're,
asshole"
like,
kind of face, you know,
flipping
like
them off.
whatever that face may look like. Yeah, any sense of like I don't know bias in your body language, if that makes sense, then they deny you.
What, they don't have a file or something? They're just going off body language?
So you can
Body
fake that.
language?
So it's just
They're
like the
this guy
grilling
looks
period.
dishonest.
So it's like step up on the stand.
Yeah, it's literally they're judging it by your looks and also your occupation because a lot of teachers,
Oh.
a lot
Yeah.
of teachers got denied. A lot of retirees got denied. Doctors,
Based on your looks, I'd hire you for anything.
yeah. But yeah, so.
Thank
And then,
you.
like, a weird thing is, too, like, they asked, like, the whole room, too. It's like, has anyone been affected by murder? And, like, literally the whole room raised their hand. I was like, holy crap. Like, I live a really...
Affected?
Yeah, like, you've been, like, involved, like, with, like, someone being, like, murdered or anything like that.
Oh, Hamilton, eh?
Who
'cause it's
here
too-
has done murder?
anyone a murder in here? But it's like, has anyone been affected by murder? Like, have you had a relative, like, killed or a friend?
Yeah.
So, literally, like, the whole room raised their hand. I'm like, holy crap, I live a
Right.
sheltered life.
Because that's probably a better life to
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
Because that's the
Not a
way it's
bad
like...
problem to have. Man, none of my friends have been
Is
killed.
that considered sheltered at that point, or is there a bigger problem here?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to start going out more to rougher neighborhoods.
Yeah. So literally, they go through every single person that raised their hand, and they ask them, okay, like, they ask for the details, and
Yeah.
like a lot of them be like, my cousin's friend's brother was affected. And they're like, yeah, you can
Oh,
stay.
everyone's trying to get out of jury duty.
Yeah, like everyone's.
I get it.
Oh.
Yeah, and it'd be like that. Anyone that'd be like, oh, my friend got murdered, or like my cousin, or like a relative got murdered. Okay, you can leave. And then, so they asked that, and then anyway, they do the lineup and all that. So then, anyway, eventually I got up, and so they're like, okay, state your occupation.
Where'd you get up? Like on the stand, or were you in the courtroom?
Literally, the 10 people they called, they have to stand up and they go right up to like the judge. And they were all like in a line, and then they're like, yeah. So then,
That
okay,
sounds so weird to be like
Yeah.
called in. It's like you didn't do anything wrong, but you just face down this judge in the courthouse
Yeah, like I
like-
feel like I was in trouble.
and be man, that's crazy. Sorry, go on.
so the judge asked her, he's like, hey, what's your occupation? And then it's like, oh, I'm a photographer. He's like, ooh, photographer, okay. And then the lady that holds the Bible and all that, she's like, okay, like, look at the accused, and the accused look at the juror. So then you have that awkward stare down, and then they go through.
Did you do the closed mouth smile? Like,
I just did like a poker face. It's just like really blank face. So anyway, they go through the 4 lawyers. All of them said content. I
Yeah.
was like, holy crap, I got picked. They're like, okay, would you like the Bible, or would you just like to solemnly like swear you won't be biased or anything
Yeah.
like that? So I
can
just
you
like
swear? Sorry, I'm so full of questions. So I like that they let you choose whether you want to swear in the Bible or
Contemporary court.
yeah.
not. Can you swear on whatever you want? Be like, I actually did bring my G.I. Joe action figure.
No. They just she has like a paper. It's like, okay, you like. It's like a big like swearing whatever, and then you just like, yeah, I will. You just put up your hand and all that. And you just say, yeah, I'll be a good juror, and then they're like, okay, take a seat. So I was probably the 8th juror that got picked.
How many
And then-
jurors were there in total?
well, they pick like about 12, I believe, and then they need some backups in case anyone like bails. So I think they went up to
Wait,
about 16.
They have flaky jurors who just don't show up. It's like, oh yeah, jury duty.
it's in
That
case,
happened
like-
in the Steve Avery case.
It
The one
did.
guy withdrew from the.
That's true. Yeah.
Huh.
But it's in case like say like the next day.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you know what? I can't do it. I talked to my boss, and it could be like a financial burden to me as well. There's
yeah.
a lot of people that say, yeah, it's a financial burden. I have a vacation. A lot of the old people would be like, oh, I can't stand up for too long. He's like, well, you're going to be sitting the whole time, so how's that a problem? If you have any medical issues, like you can't hold your bladder, you have to state that out loud in front of like hundreds of people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, any medical issues?
Yes, I have micro penis syndrome. It affects my life.
But yeah, we did have a freak out. Someone, because in the beginning when everyone was sitting down and we hadn't done the selection yet, and judge is like, okay, thanks for coming. The case will be a first-degree murder case. Whole like room just goes, oh! And then this one person just like freaked out. He or she was like, I can't do this. I really can't do this. Just started like,
were they worried of like repercussions?
yeah, they
from-
started freaking out and they had to like escort that person out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Man, it's just like now that you put this idea in my head, I'm like, now these are just schemes. Everybody just wants to get out of jury duty.
Yes,
Just
they
do,
like,
yes.
I figured like it was a tryout and everybody was like gung ho.
It took a long time.
and
It
they
took-
knew it was a murder case.
like
Because if I was like, yo, jury duty on a murder case, sign me up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so down to watch this.
I was nervous, like especially when I got to sit down. I was like shaking. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I got picked like out of all these like people. But then I'm like, this is actually kind of cool. This kind of spices up my life here. So yeah, there was a lot of people that really wanted to get out, so it took about 4 hours for the selection.
Okay.
And then, yeah, but it was a really interesting experience.
All right, so let's move ahead. Let's move on to the trial. How soon after the selection was the trial?
I think it was about 2 days after.
Really?
We started.
That's quick.
Moving quite along, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I always assume that trials happen like months and months after the crime's actually committed.
no, they've been waiting about 2 years. So it happened 2 years
wow.
prior.
They've just been
Okay.
sitting where?
He's
like,
been sitting in the prison.
huh.
Holding
Yeah.
cell.
That's
The
so,
holding cell,
I
yeah.
guess because like
Judgment.
everyone needs to prep, I guess, like
Yeah.
put all their evidence
Because
together
you
and
have
take their interviews.
a
and-
preliminary case, so you got to go through all the witnesses, and we had a crap ton of witnesses. We had about like 30 people because
wow.
it was out in public, the shooting and all that.
How long did the trial last?
A month.
Where was the trial?
John Sopinka Courthouse.
Where's
Downtown.
that?
Let's
Oh,
not get
it's
too detailed.
Yeah, but
Just for Stephen's safety.
but yeah, it was a month.
Larry Curly, if you're out there.
The judge was really cool. He looked like John McCain. You guys-
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
he was a really nice old guy. He would bring in like a salad bowl every morning for us, and
Yeah.
like
Oh, really?
muffins,
Wait.
muffins.
The judge would bring you
Not
salad.
personally, like when you walk in the room, like the conference room or whatever I like to call it, it's just like a big
Oh,
long
okay, so
table.
they have,
Seats,
they
like you just see like a,
catering or something.
yeah, you just see, like you got like a nice like salad bowl.
which is good.
Was it
Yeah.
That's exciting.
5 days a week for a month?
Yeah, 5 days a week.
Okay, okay.
Weekends are off.
Yeah, I remember like
9 to 5?
It would be
With
like
a recess?
yeah, it'd be like 10 o'clock to about 5 o'clock. And then you have like a recess, like an 15-minute break, and then you have a lunch break at 1, that'd be about 2 hours, and then another 15-minute around 3, and then you get off at 5.
And you're allowed to talk to other jurors and stuff during that
Yeah,
time?
after each session. But yeah, it was really interesting. Trying to think of other stuff.
so. You're compensated.
Yeah, we got very lucky. Usually, I think it's after... If it's more than 12 days, then they start paying you. But this guy's
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is going to last like a month anyway. I'll pay you like right off the bat, so $40 a day.
Nice.
Which is
$40 a
yeah,
day.
that's less than minimum wage.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'd say-
what a deal.
Yeah.
How is that not a financial burden on everyone?
Well, I
Like-
got lucky because I'm in a union, so I get paid to go on jury duty as well.
Oh,
so it's like,
snap.
Oh,
so it's
okay.
like whatever. I'm like part time. I think it's like whatever hours like I missed and all that. They take like the stub from the court. And then like it's all balanced in the end. It's like whatever like money I missed out from for, like my job and all that. They I don't know, it just gets all balanced out in the end.
So essentially,
Wow.
you were a professional juror for a little bit.
was
Literally,
just
it was
gonna
sick. Yeah.
Wow.
So I made about I think $1,300 by the end of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
I mean,
so-
you put in a lot of hours though.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's including when the job like balances everything out too. So
Yeah, yeah.
So were both the brothers on trial?
yeah, they were both in the same room in the same box and all that. I had an awkward stare down with one of them.
Oh yeah, I heard of this.
Just like spacing out in the middle of
Yeah,
like one of the
when,
days?
yeah, you know when you just like space out and you just catch yourself staring at somebody. Yeah, the guy was just like looked over and he saw that I was staring at him. Then I realized I was staring at him. So like we had this awkward stare down for maybe like 10 seconds, but it felt like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was just he gave me like this really cold stare, and then I was like I didn't want to look away and just look like a wuss, so I just kept staring.
Staring down a murderer, man.
Yeah, and then
You got gut.
and then he gave like this weird kind of smirk, and then it creeped me out, and I just looked away.
Yeah, see, that's one thing. 'Cause, like, I thought about jurors, well, after I watched Making a Murderer.
Yeah.
Because that trial was, like, several months. And I'm thinking to myself, if I had to sit there in that, like, dusty, musty room
Yeah.
from 10 to 5 for a month, I think I would do a lot of not listening.
It's actually quite clean in there. It's kind of like singing in church. It's like, but we got nice cozy seats, but
Okay, regardless.
but the public seats are all like wooden like pews almost. Yeah.
The cleanliness of the church, of the
The church.
courtroom is not what I'm getting at. Like, I just think that I would totally like play Angry Birds
Yeah.
and just fart around.
Yeah.
We did have someone fart in the courtroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Wow.
it wasn't anyone in the jury. It was in the
Yeah.
public like area. It's like yeah, it was just like they're all talking all and like. Person farts right off a wooden pew, like it's like really loud.
Oh yeah, that
Echoes?
vibrates the room.
That was pretty funny. There was a couple of moments I had to like keep a really straight face. I had to like bite my tongue a lot. We're looking at surveillance footage like in clubs and stuff, and you see like
Yeah.
really drunk people doing like drunk dancing, and like I would like bite my tongue so hard, and then like you hear like the one old guy like a couple of, like seats away from me, like he has like like that air laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really
Yeah.
contagious laugh. So like that, like at first, like if I saw like the drunk person dancing, like I'd probably be like, but then like once I heard like that contagious laughter, that's when I like just lost my shit. And I just like I couldn't like keep a straight face, and it's just like, oh my god, please don't laugh. And there was a moment I thought I would have to like excuse myself, but that would have been like so embarrassing. Excuse me, I have to leave.
If the court starts laughing, does the judge hit the gavel?
Does it say order?
That never happened actually.
He never did the gavel.
No, and it was pretty like everyone was pretty well behaved.
I'd be let down. What about the final verdict?
That was probably the worst day. That was the worst day. That was probably like the most emotional day.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
When you sentence the person.
Okay, let's not get to that yet because I want to talk about. So the month goes by. You see all the witnesses. They're cross-examined. All this. Does the jury take notes?
Yeah, you can take notes. They give you, in fact, they insist on it. They give you like little notepads, like really big notepads and all that. Not the little dinky ones.
Are they all like official Ontario government notepads?
No, they're just like something you get at Staples and all that.
Oh, that's too bad.
So,
Okay,
I didn't take any notes. It was kind of like university all over again. I was just listen and just take mental notes.
Yeah.
And it was just like it was really interesting. It's just like watching a really long like crime drama, and just,
For sure.
I found it pretty easy to remember like a lot of the stuff. Plus, you witness a lot of dramatic stuff too.
Do you end up seeing like images of?
Yeah, saw some crime photos.
Oh,
Wasn't
boy.
too pretty.
Oh, of like a shotgun face?
Yeah, I wasn't quite surprised because I don't know. I've seen a lot of movies and all that, but like when you see it like in real life, it's like holy shit.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of like, But
I would have wanted to look at Larry and Curly when that photo came up.
Just a reaction? Oh, like I thought you meant like a reaction photo, but like
no,
a selfie.
everyone was able to stomach it pretty well. I was
That's
surprised,
good.
but yeah,
pretty well.
pretty well. Yeah,
Who was the last witness on the stand?
I can't remember. We had so many witnesses.
Who was the best one?
What did they do? Like, what were the different witnesses? Was it, like the bar owner or like?
We had a bar owner. Yeah, we had a couple cops that were at the crime scene. The guy who got shot, he was associated with a motorcycle gang, and he had some young like punks with him and all that at the night of.
Oh, really?
You know, they interviewed one of them, and that guy was clearly like lying in the courtroom and stuff.
Oh.
Wait,
So,
he had little punks.
How
walking his
young are we
dog?
talking? Like teenagers?
No. This
or,
is like in the bar and all that when he tried to kidnap. Was it Larry or?
Yes.
Or no,
girl-
Mo.
No, Mo is
Mo's the guy who's not.
Larry
not
is
with
the
us
younger
anymore.
brother, I believe.
Yeah, the
I
younger
believe,
brother.
Yeah.
So it was crazy because you're watching this guy lie in court. And, like we have surveillance footage and stuff like clearly shows like he says he didn't see one thing, but clearly you see it like in the video for surveillance. There's no way he could have not seen it.
Yeah.
Which was the attempted kidnapping.
Yeah.
And
So the defense attorney's like, "So what do you say to this?" And then Punk Boy says, "You got me."
it was pretty funny. It was just like he tried to he was helping Mo with the kidnapping.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, the one lawyer's like, okay, yeah, so why were you helping this guy you say was just a stranger to you and all that? He's like, well, bought me a beer and all that. It's like, he's like, wait, he buys you a beer and you help him like kidnap this person? What if he bought you like a steak dinner? What would happen then? Like these lawyers, they actually like the way they present themselves, it's almost like kind of like a play.
Yeah.
Like the body language, like a lot of them adjust their belts, a lot of like hand gestures, and like the way they enunciate some words and stuff like that. I don't know. It's like a theatrical performance you're watching.
Oh, totally. Well, yeah, because they're trying to convince you.
Yeah.
So it's
You
kind
know?
of like what's on TV.
Yeah, it is a lot like what it's like those courtroom dramas kind of. Yeah.
I heard My Cousin Vinny is the most accurate courtroom representation, and like they'll show My Cousin Vinny in law school and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Have you heard of 12 Angry Men is like the kind of the jurors side of that.
There was a lot of catchphrases the lawyers use. It's I suggest to you, and then oh yeah, well really, huh? Is it possible? Is it possible is a big one.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think those were the two like main ones they always said a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they think you're lying, they're like, well, I suggest to you that didn't happen, but this happened.
And so they're talking to you, the jury?
witnesses.
Okay.
Totally. Okay, so were Larry and Curly ever on the stand?
They must have been.
Yes, they went up to try to defend themselves. But, yeah,
How'd it go?
they gave their side of the story as to like why they shot him.
Okay, so they admitted they shot him.
Yeah, which was interesting because like in the beginning of the whole thing, they said they were not guilty and all that, and then all of a sudden, halfway through, once they had to go up, one of the brothers, like the lawyers, like just like gives like an introduction to like the client, whatever, and he's like, "Today, my client actually admits that he did shoot this person," and it was like, oh, it's like like good courtroom drama.
Thank you.
Hi, Caesar. Anyway, so. And then we had a dog in the courtroom.
Yeah.
He'll stop.
It's okay. But yeah, that was probably like one of the more, that was like a pretty dramatic moment. And then another moment was like, when the one brother, the person that admitted that he shot him and all that, the the prosecutors were like, yeah, we think you're lying. We think you're covering for your brother who actually did the shooting. And that's when like the whole courtroom just did like a gasp and all that.
Whoa.
And then like, the brother just broke down crying, saying he didn't, or he did do it, and like he was like, yeah. It was
The one who initially admitted it?
the one that did admit that he like shot the person, like he just broke down. He's like, I know I did that, like it wasn't my brother and all that, and that was, and he just broke down crying. We had to like get up and leave and stuff like that. That was probably the most dramatic moment.
So why did they do it? What was the reason? Because
Just self-defense. Like it was either a kill or be killed situation. That was their defense. Like if we hadn't killed this guy, then he would have killed my family.
Right.
But there was evidence that I won't really get into that suggested otherwise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Episode 3.
Yeah, so should we move on to the final... Do we talk about the final verdict yet?
I can't.
No.
I can't talk about the deliberations. Or it's illegal if I talk about it. But
Okay, that's.
but I will say for 2 days we got to go to a hotel,
Yeah.
the Sheraton Hotel, which was pretty nice. We got a nice taxi ride over there.
In
And
Hamilton?
in Hamilton, and then we got a nice dinner from the hotel.
Oh, nice.
So for those 2 days, and then
I've been to that place.
that's all I can say about the deliberations.
Oh, right, because so you hang out and you actually talk about it for a couple days.
Yeah, it was for 2 days, but all I can say is a lot like 12 Angry Men.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Can I ask
And
you
it's-
like
it-
general questions?
One thing before I forget, though, weird thing about the courthouse,
Yeah.
they don't control their own temperature in the building. It's like extremely hot, especially in that room that you're in, for 2 days, talking about the case and all. It gets really hot. No windows, you can't open any. And
So you had to go and deliberate in the courthouse. You didn't deliberate in the Sheraton.
no, in the courthouse, yeah.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, it gets really hot in the room. So we'd be like, "Yo, can you guys cool the place down and all that, change the temperature?" It's like, well, we don't control the temperature. Toronto does. The Supreme Court or something like that. I was like, wait, what? It's just their way of saving money, I guess. It was that was such a weird.
Keeping it hot?
Because it was during the summer.
No, it was in the fall.
This past fall?
Like this is like November, December-ish.
Okay.
The deliberations were during this December actually.
During a warm day then? It was a warm day? Or?
It was a cold day, but it was like really hot. It was like a
There's a
sauna.
lot of people in a room, right?
Yeah, there's like 12 people in a room, and you
Maybe
got
there's,
all the
like-
doors are closed and all that. Yeah.
Maybe there's sort of like an ulterior motive.
They're trying to get you out of there fast.
Or they're like trying to make all the defendants like sweaty and nervous, or I don't know.
If anything, it'd be like, oh man, we're paying these jurors like $40 a day. That's way too much.
Yeah. Yeah, let's make
them out
them.
of here.
So what were your questions?
Oh, I want to know. Well, I guess I just have all the questions to do with the shit that's illegal to talk about.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't get into that.
Yeah, no, and that's fair enough. We
Yeah.
appreciate you sharing this story.
Oh, no problem. So that was my case.
That's a crazy story.
But yeah, it's honestly like, don't be scared about, like, if you get called for jury duty, don't get scared. And if you get picked, again, don't be scared. It's actually like one of the most interesting things that can happen to you, depending on the case. Though, if it's like a financial case, that's probably gonna be really boring. But if it's like, say, like a robbery or like just any kind of criminal case, it's gonna be really interesting. And
How
like,
old were Larry and Curly?
I would say about 50s,
Oh, really?
50s.
I was
late 40s, 50s.
I was imagining them at like late 20s.
Yeah.
No.
Especially when you said crying.
Yeah, that's not really.
Oh, that's even heavier that a 50-year-old man was crying.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, I know.
Okay. I was imagining
Okay.
it totally different.
Plus kidnapping, like how do you kidnap a grown man? I was like, oh, good for that little kid, that 17-year-old kid who got out of that biker
all
guy.
These, all these people were in their 50s.
Okay.
What about the young punks? Were they?
They were in their
40s?
late 20s.
Okay.
Young
Yeah.
punks. All right.
That's still young.
Yeah. But yeah, don't be scared about jury duty. It's really interesting. And it gives you an interesting perspective on like your city too, especially
Totally.
like the crime and stuff like that. Learn about all the syndicates.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Hamilton definitely has an underbelly.
I'm quite proud. I did my my duty.
Your civic duty.
Civic duty, yeah, and that's what the judge says. He's like, I'm proud of all of you. You did your civic duty. You know, thank you so much.
We're all very.
You won't
proud
have
of
to. You won't have to do this for another 3 years.
The mics.
Doesn't like it.
No.
The mic doesn't like
Yeah.
clapping. But yeah, the judge thanks you a lot by the end of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that one did.
Yeah.
Other judges.
Well, no, apparently
Get
it's
out of my court.
get it.
And they've also
Thanks for
like
your duty.
probably
Get
just
out.
memorized this speech that
Probably.
they say at the end of every trial. You've been a great deal of whatever.
But yeah, so now that I'm done that, I won't have to do jury duty for 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like one and done.
I want to be a full-time juror. I want that to be my job. But then, I might as well just be a lawyer.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
be
yes.
a full-time?
Well,
that's
very
not
different,
a
but-
thing.
But with like,
No, it's like if you were trying to be a full-time juror, then they'd be like, no, you're clearly like not going to be impartial.
exactly. Yeah.
And also, like,
It'd be cool though.
I wanna
$25
be
an hour,
a
full-time juror.
who accepts bribes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Why they don't allow that.
Yeah.
You should have gone up to Larry and Curly being like, listen, guys, like, I'm in the jury here. What are you going to do about it? If you don't pay me, I'm going to kidnap your brother.
Man, yeah, that's a crazy story.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a good one.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering, we're running at.
Yeah. Are we running out of time? Yeah.
It says card full on this one.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I guess the audio quality is not gonna be great on this. Everyone gather around, and we're gonna finish the podcast on this side.
Come on in.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna finish the podcast here. That was a bit of an oversight on my side, but thanks everyone for coming out.
Thank you.
And thanks for listening. We're on latelunchpodcast.ca, and come check us out next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.